G'day guys, it's Wolffy here, and today I'm going to show you a tune that I've done for the new Audi RS5 Turbo, which was released with update 1.31 just the other day, and it's by far my favourite car of the group and a favourite car in a while. So yeah, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave any comments you might have in the comments section, and you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. And yeah, this car's absolutely amazing. I've really wanted to have a DTM car in the game. So this car, from what I understand, ran Class 1 in the DTM, the German Touring Car Masters, for a couple of years and did really well. So yeah, it's a great inclusion to the game, and I'm really enjoying it. So as far as my tune goes, this is it's a pretty early tune, but it's already showing a lot of promise. So I'm running racing hard tyres for this event just to try and make sure that I can keep the PP down as much as possible. And I've got body height adjustment of 58 at the front and 98 at the rear, creating a bit of a rake effect. It's better to have it higher at the back for oversteer. Anti-roll bars 7 at the front and 6 at the rear. 25 at the front for the compression, 30 at the rear. 40 at the front for expansion, 35 at the rear. I haven't changed those too much. They seem to work where they are. And pretty much the same with natural frequency. I've upped it a little bit, but you don't want to make it too tight. It seems to really work. Negative camber angle is 2.5 at the front and 2.0 at the rear. And that's down slightly on how it came stock. And you might want to increase the rear to a little bit just to help you coming out of those corners. Toe angle is 0.10 out at the front and 0.20 in at the rear. Differential, this is where the work had to go in. You really needed to drop that initial torque, so I've gone down to 10, and acceleration sensitivity down a little bit to 30. Braking sensitivity I've set at 20. Downforce I've gone max at the rear and minimum at the front, although it seems to turn in pretty well. It comes with a fully customizable ECU. I've left that at 100. Ballast, I've got a lot on there, so 194 kilos, and I've pushed that slightly to the rear just to put some more weight over the rear tyres, and it gives you a little bit more go. The power restrictor is set at 89. That seems to be about the right number to give me some good speed, but not too much fuel usage. So it's got the fully customizable racing transmission, and this is my first go at these gears. I've stretched out the gear ratios a bit. So if you start from final gear, work your way down through 6th, 5th, 4th, and so on. This is my initial go at it, and it seems to work so far. It's definitely going to save fuel, and I feel like it gives you the right amount of torque in the right places on this track. I've also used the high RPM turbocharger. Now I tried it without the high RPM, but it definitely works better with this turbocharger and with the anti-lag system on strong. The numbers speak for themselves. It's a lot quicker. Obviously you have to use the fuel map down a little bit, but it works better. So yeah, I've used front. I put my brake bias slightly forward there as well, but that comes down to personal preference. So yeah, we've gotten 745 brake horsepower, and as you can see, acceleration performance is really good, especially at the lower end. So 10.3 seconds. So it gets a really good start, and it seems to keep up pretty well even through the high rev range. I'm not pushing it all the way to the very top, so I've gone to fuel map 5 to start with. And I'm only using the DRS down the straights, or not down the straights, but wherever I'm not turning, I'll make sure I let that off because you really need the downforce around these corners. This car doesn't seem to have quite as much downforce as some of the other Group 2 cars, but it really makes up for it in straight line speed. So I'm going to basically leave it in fuel map 5 for the entirety of my first stint. And any extra fuel that I've got left over towards the end of lap 8, I'm going to use down the straights. Maybe drop it, send it up to fuel map 4 or fuel map 3, just give me that little bit extra. So I've gone into 8th position there by the end of lap 1, and I just keep plugging away in fuel map 5 for the moment. So at the end of lap 3, I'm coming into second position, sorry, and this is kind of where you get to really push because you're not going to have the AI in front of you. So by the end of lap 4, I'm in the 4th position. I've got this set to hard difficulty, obviously, because you want to avoid having to lap the AI too much. So come the end of lap 8, I had a bit of fuel left over, so I just used it on the straights and put my fuel map up. I'll come in at the end of lap 8 and I'll put on a new set of racing hards and I'll fill up the fuel tank. So I'll start my second stint, and once again I'll pretty much just leave it on fuel map 4 this time, and any extra fuel that I have towards the end of this stint, I'll use it down the straights just to give me that little bit of extra go. So this is another chance now to really power away since you've got clean air in front of you. So come the end of lap 13, I think this was my fastest lap. Yeah, so you can see here I've gone up to fuel map 1 just to give me that little bit extra down the straight and managed to get a 1 minute 34. I'm convinced some of you faster guys out there can probably get this down to a 1 minute 33, maybe even 32. The car's really, really quick. So by the end of lap 15, I'm going to come across the line for the win with 24 minutes and 32 seconds. So that's they're pretty good numbers. You know, that's the sort of pace you'd get out of a Group 1 car really on this game. It's not quite as quick as say the Mazda 787B, but it's definitely a great performer. And to be honest, I find it more fun to drive. So there you go. Obviously, you're going to get your clean race bonus, and with 24.5 minutes work, that's not too bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, and you can follow me on all social media. And yeah, until next time, guys, take care. Bye.